What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And it is the golden birthday of Season 3 of The Expanse.
The golden...
It's Episode 3, Season 3.
Oh, I was like...
It's like when your birthday is on the 28th and you turn 28. Oh my god, that was so many years ago now. My golden birthday was so long ago.
I'm so sorry. We had our golden birthday the same year.
We did. We had our golden birthday the same year.
Crazy? Yeah.
That is strange.
I know.
Yeah. This is Episode 3. It's called Assured Destruction, so that makes me feel really good about what we're about to watch.
Love it.
If you want the flowing through action, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly, but if you don't stay here because you're already here, and the video is really not begun yet, you really would have clicked out on just us saying random stuff at the beginning to justify the beginning of the video. We should just start with the reaction. I think more people would stick around that way. But instead, we have a whole intro to try and make you like us.
Yeah, like us.
Like her. Me.
Why me?
Because you're hot. Mommy's gonna be okay. I do like that he wears this Pure and Clean shirt, and Pure and Clean is where we go for brunch.
Pure and simple.
Right. Yep.
But you know what? Close.
Well, she's got to feel at home here. Martian gunship?
Yeah.
Martian Marine?
Her and Alex are gonna get along great, probably.
This is what dreams are made of.
Who defaced the Martian flag on the bulkhead?
Amos.
I updated it.
You think that's funny?
Settle down now, darling, please.
Call me darling again and you'll be saying that drawl in sign language.
Sounds like things are going well.
You can't just drag her to Io in the midst of it.
And leave. No one's keeping you here.
Practice in that thing. It's defenseless. The comms are locked down.
We'll
There's no way
fix your
we're gonna...
comms. After that, we don't owe you anything.
All right. Yeah.
You can't just turn your back and pretend this war isn't happening.
If they don't use the ship, then you should take it and go. Go to Tycho. Do what you have to do.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Mom and Dad are fighting. I don't like it. Ooh, a spy satellite.
If we do this, we save lives because it will end the war.
Find the other platforms. I'll give you my decision then.
Reasonable. We like a reasonable choice.
I mean, not exactly if you guess wrong.
Oh, sure, but shooting blindly into where you predict they're going to be is saying find them. We're not going to make a choice until we know.
Yeah.
CNN, Agatha King. The flagship of the Jupiter fleet.
It's not great, but it's not. It could be worse.
Could be worse.
Let's hope her outsides hold it better than her insides.
She won't let us down. There's a reason we don't put these old girls out to pasture.
Budget cuts.
No one is to speak to them until I get there. That's an order. Transmitting rendezvous coordinates.
He's going to speak to them. That's tough. He has to meet the guy who took his job.
Relax, breathe. Relax, breathe.
Yeah, fuck. Knew it was coming.
Yeah. That sucks.
He knows too much and he's not a good spy. Man's got too many secrets to keep. I love this show so much. It's like one of my favorite television shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel physically uncomfortable watching it. Oh my god. That's the first time they've kind of tied together the hybrid molecule and Eros.
Mm-hmm.
Does it hurt?
That effect is really well done.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Hey, want to see something cool?
Come on! Don't worry, there's no risk of contagion. Not at this stage.
Interesting. I wonder why.
Okay.
It's interesting that he has the powers of it, but he's still fully like human and aware.
Yeah.
I don't want you looking like Frankenstein when May sees you.
Frankenstein was the name of the doctor. The monster didn't have a name.
Goddamn. That's right.
Baltimore. That's where you're from, right?
Charm City.
Good morning.
This and everything else I had to.
You mean those specific people skills you have?
Dying is the only way of getting out of Baltimore.
So how'd you get out?
I died.
Baltimore's a nice town. Just gonna throw that out there. People clown on it a lot because it has a reputation that it does not deserve. I like Baltimore a lot. Granted, Baltimore also a little messy, but it's in a fun way. Cool. That was a great shot.
Yep.
Way to go, CGI team. You crushed that one.
You wanted to see me, ma'am?
Your mom told me a lot about you.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I fucking hate space. You think that's funny?
Not at all. It's just that I've heard it before.
From who?
Everyone, including me.
It is actually weird seeing them in a scene together.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
When everyone else said you were a terrorist, I went to find out for myself. Lovely woman. Happy for you. Happy you're free.
Weird situation to be happy about.
I'm nobody's savior.
He really is the Matt Cawthon of this show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that.
He went down his dark path with the dagger. Like,
Yep.
you think he's Rand, but he's Matt.
Keep this need to know.
May I accompany you, sir?
Of course.
Still got some respect in that military organization. We like to see it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The UN uniforms are not nearly as cool as the Martian ones.
I know.
Seems like the type would have been very cooperative. Where's Officer Rella?
He knows.
Talk to Aaron right. He's the traitor. He's been protecting Jules Pierre Mao all along.
Huh. That was a great scene.
Mm-hmm. She would have seen that pop up. These clear things, they're very funny to me.
Yeah, but to read from that far away might be tough.
No, it's just interesting.
So you know precisely how many lives a leader must sacrifice and still be a good man?
Yes, as few as possible.
That's not a number.
No.
It's not an answer to the question at all. It's not helpful.
There you are. I told you to stop running off. I'm sorry, sir.
Well, when you're giving the kids superpowers, there might be some hiccups in the system.
Like Misko and Marisko?
Who?
They're dinosaurs. They work together to help people and stop Count Mungo.
To lick tails.
Jules Pierre.
Nice to meet you, Jules Pierre.
Nice to meet you. Hey.
She's really good.
Yeah.
For a kid actor,
Oh, yeah.
crushing it.
Just want to make sure everything is A-okay when we need it.
All right, make it quick.
Did he just choose the worst time to do this? Hey!
Alex, we thought you were dead for so long. And a real husband wouldn't have done that to his wife. I'm glad that you have something more important than us.
Well.
Get him, girl. Proud of you. Love you, Alex, but you fucked up.
Before they can launch, 82%. And if they do manage a launch, what will the casualties be then?
We estimate it would
That's
be...
very unlikely.
18% is not that unlikely.
82% is not good enough. Stand down.
Do they think I'm just going to float away?
Don't look at me. This is not my ship.
There you go. Now you just walk around like you're in pumps.
How do you know what it's like to walk in pumps?
I didn't always work in space.
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Not bad, right?
I'll inform Mars to ready the white flag.
That's a good joke. I'm honestly surprised no one's blown up at Holden about there not being any more coffee.
Yeah, you'd think that would be.
Because that's the first thing I would have been upset about.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had your strength.
I'm glad those noises went back to being reasonable in the future, as opposed to our devices that are like, your food is done, your food is done, your food is done.
Yeah, and you're like, please stop.
All right, you take this one. I'll get another one.
Aww.
They field tested one of those things on Ganymede. It wiped out a dozen UN Marines and my entire fire team without even breaking a sweat.
We killed one.
It got onto our ship, almost killed us all.
We killed it instead.
Wait, you guys fought one of those things and won?
What do you intend to do if you find other things? Like scientists, data cores, a sample of the protomolecule itself?
We shoot the scientists and nuke the rest.
In that case, we should nuke Kyle. I told you we want the same things. Maybe now you'll believe me.
But let's save the kids first.
Yeah.
Kids and then nukes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Kids before nukes. Just in general.
What happens if the kids have the protomolecule?
I don't want to think about that just yet.
If the thought of casualty scares you now, imagine another Eros. One that we can't even stop.
That's honestly a really fair point.
You'll be remembered as the man who united humanity in the face of first contact. And that's a legacy you don't need anyone else to write.
Like, you hate Aaron Wright, but what a fantastic character.
He's not dumb.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. The problem is if he starts going AWOL when he's in a room like that, like, what do? You put all those other kids in danger just by having him around.
Yeah.
I know they think they can control it, but like...
Everything should be back up and running in about 20 minutes.
That'll be perfect.
Trustworthy and great hair. That's a man you want on your side.
Yeah. He's like, the fuck?
Nah, he knew almost immediately. Impressive. He can't have been on the ship that long to already have people willing to side with him like that.
What's an IO, sir?
That's classified.
Yes, sir.
What?
Med base on 11.
He's like, sorry, dude, I tried.
She's a ruthless son of a bitch.
True.
So a patriot. She'd die before betraying Earth, so talk.
Also true.
Can you prove any of this?
But Aaron Wright sent a message admitting everything, and Avasarala has it.
If only you also had it. That would, if you could have just split the information on 2 SD cards instead of 1.
Of course.
Yeah, this is why we do backups. Yeah!
Could you kill the lights again, please?
Tried to get the rest you said I need.
He's so cool. I want to play a character like that who's just so chill.
Right?
Every time, because I'm such a dumbass, they always are like, you freak out. And I'm like, all right.
The Agatha King is now mine. Don't make me relieve you of duty as well.
He didn't say anything. How many demotions does Souther get in the show?
We're at 2.
It's just like Egwene getting kidnapped. He just keeps falling down.
Yeah.
On your command, sir.
Come on, you gotta...
Fire.
No! That's a cool gun.
We have a launch malfunction on 5.
They need to shoot, goddammit.
Yes, sir.
Way to go, Aaron Wright. Woo! That was a really cool effect.
Scratch 2. Scratch 3.
18%.
Well done. Thank you.
We have a confirmed launch from target 5. They got one off before we hit them.
This is really bad.
Yep.
Is the Rocinante close?
The fuck are they gonna do about it?
Chase down that nuke.
Can they not like shoot it out of the sky?
They can try. Fuck!
Watchtowers have detected no other launches. SATCOM believes we have eliminated the MCR's first strike capability.
When Avasarala's video comes out about Ehrenreich, he's going to get flayed.
I wanted that to be true. I was grasping at straws.
We are on the verge of so much more.
We're torturing children.
That's how they accomplish great things.
It's not up for debate. The experiment is over. Shut it down.
So killing 100,000 people in Eros, not a big
fine.
deal, but 6 kids. That's where Jules Piermont was like, nope.
No, he is one kid that looks like
I know.
Julie.
I understand that.
But it's
a little too late for me to think that you're a good person.
How can you tell when an inner's lying? When their mouth...
When their mouth is moving. And it's not much of a joke, really.
It's also not really the Belters. That's like Shakespeare. That's how old it is.
The only reason I'm still on this ship is to make sure you don't get it.
You're right. We're not going to be friends.
But I'm going to sit here and make you look at me. There's a whole ship, and I'm going to be as close to you as possible.
You know what makes this worse?
What could be worse?
Didn't need to happen.
This is literally... Blaming anybody else is so fucking ridiculous.
If only he hadn't wavered.
You manipulative fuck. Oh, I can't wait for your comeuppance.
He's going to need you now more than ever.
piece of shit.
Punch him in the dick with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Ah. Wow. Woo! You know what? The show is willing to drop a nuke on a city, which means the stakes are high. The stakes are high.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fantastic television.
Stakes, you know, and when the stakes are high, you throw it on high heat, but you get that, like, you know, juicy middle. That's when you have a really good steak. So. I'm sorry. I'm very uncomfortable.
I'm tired now.
That wore you out?
Yeah. Yeah, that was exhausting.
I wasn't even the one to make the stakes joke. Chat's already done that.
I know, but that was bad. That was not. Look, you have had some fine moves in our time as content creators, and that was not one of them. You know who is making fine moves though? Ehrenreich, manipulative little fuck. I just want to like, oh my god, I want his comeuppance, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
I know.
And it makes me. I know when we get there, it's gonna be juicy and good.
Yeah.
You know.
But like, fuck, you piece of shit.
I know.
Yeah.
He's like the Joffrey Baratheon of this show, where I'm like, you're such an interesting character. I love watching you, and I also cannot wait for whatever your end is.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that was brutal.
Undersecretary dude getting manipulated. The Ehrenreich is really pulling them strings. Whatever the leader of Earth is. I don't know what the secretary of the UN.
The president. Whatever.
It was honestly a little weird seeing Avasarala on.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, but it's good. She's like, I fucking hate space, and I'm like, yeah, you don't belong here.
Yeah.
Like it just like works.
And her scene with Holden was like what I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that they've given Holden the arc where he can hold his own in that scene, and it feels totally justified.
Yeah.
Like I buy that he has gone from where we started on the Canterbury.
Yeah.
And like that version of him that's just kind of like a kind of a not lazy, but like, trying to avoid his duty in life kind of guy, to this man who can stand up to the Undersecretary of the UN. I think that is actually her role. Yeah. And really lay into her in a way that feels like still respectful of her,
Sure.
But where he's like, no, I've got a spine too in this, and like, I'm not just gonna back down for you.
Yeah.
And I believed it, and I really liked it.
Yeah, I also really love characters showing their intelligence by sharing information.
Yeah.
Like, so often people will just hold things back from people for the sake of holding things back.
Or for the sake of drama.
Yeah, which just make things worse, and it makes people seem stupid because it's like, well, yeah, a fucking course like that blew up in your face, right?
I love her being like, yeah, one of these hybrids wiped out all of us in our crazy tactical gear, and Holden's like, I fought one while tied to a wall with a wrench. We killed that dang thing. Yeah, it came aboard our truck. We kicked that thing off our truck. We ran over it multiple times. He's dead. And Bobby's just like,
I was like,
you, and nobody died. What did we do wrong?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, to be fair to like Bobby, that thing was like attacking, and like on the ship, it wasn't really like.
Oh, but she doesn't know the difference. She's looking at the situation being like, these five people
what the fuck? I know.
Did what 6 UNN Marines and 4 Martian Marines couldn't?
Yeah. But no, I really appreciated Avasarala and her spy.
Kotiar?
Yeah. I appreciated them both sharing information
Mm-hmm.
in a way that was like, yeah, of course you would tell people this. You need people on your side. It would be weird if you tried to like manipulate them into like, doing something for you and not being like honest about what the situation is or the stakes, right? Like, honesty, being honest with people is so valuable.
Yeah.
And that it's always frustrating to me when characters in a show don't acknowledge that, where it's secret for drama or whatever it is, and I'm like, fuck that. This was great because it was like, no, this is the information I have. Avasarala was like, I'll start. This is exactly what happened, and this is what we're working with, right?
Because there is something about like honesty will get people to do things for you.
Yeah.
Right. When people feel like you're being honest, and I appreciated. I appreciated them being honest with her back and her being like, oh, okay, I'll come die with you. Yeah, that's it. Let's go.
Yep.
Like that also suits her needs in a different way. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I just can't believe they dropped a nuke and it hit and 2 million people died. And like the show, and that the show like felt the weight of that without, it was never flippant about it or like didn't treat it as big as it would be.
Yeah.
And Aaron Wright immediately goes to manipulation again because that's what he does. And like it just is so consistent. The quality of the show is so consistent, and the tone of the show is so consistent. And there's still room in it for these characters to be human, and I don't want to say have fun, but have lighthearted moments.
And for the actors,
because humans do that, but like it never lets those lighthearted moments like suck the weight out of the room.
Yeah.
And that's a really tough tonal thing to do, and they've done it so successfully here. It's genuinely wild.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well done. Yeah,
wow.
Jules Pierre is suddenly getting a conscience is very interesting, and I fucking hate him.
Yeah.
Fucking hate him.
Yeah, I don't like him very much.
No.
No, I like that actor a lot.
Oh, yeah. But
so is that doctor.
Whoever that is, well done.
His performance is so interesting because he really he plays like religious zealotry towards science in a way that I'm really digging, and their interaction, especially at the end there, is really cool. But like this goes back into like what I was saying about like Jules Pierre Mao sold a bill of goods that he can't deliver on, and there were comments on that video that were arguing with me, being like, no, they you're wrong. They know that they can control it. Ganymede worked, and I'm like, well, but even in this episode, like they don't even understand really what's going on with the protomolecule in that kid, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I felt like I was right, and I felt like the show kind of agrees with me.
Yeah.
That Jules Pierre Mao has sold a bill of goods that isn't ready to be sold.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's going to be consequences for that beyond for Aaron Wright, for like all of these men bought into a half-baked product. And there's going to be consequences for all of them because of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like the autopilot program for Tesla in a way, where like people bought in fully, and there is a really good chance that autopilot program is never actually going to be realized.
Yeah. And
it's different, obviously, for so many reasons, right? I don't think the autopilot program is evil in any way.
No, yeah.
And the deaths from the autopilot program are not, shit happens. Like I'm not trying to say that those are intentional the way that this is intentional.
Yeah.
But it's the only like huge project that's just this like $1 billion project where people are so convinced that this is going to be the future. And the reality is, like, there's a really good chance that automatic driving is not possible for a variety of reasons, right?
Yep.
Because snow makes it almost impossible to function.
Mm-hmm.
And so and maybe future technology will overcome that, but we don't know if that's possible yet, right?
Yeah.
And so we've like fully brought into this program that in certain places, like I took an automatically driven car in Vegas and it worked really well in a way that it literally could not function where we live here for 8 months of the year.
No.
And the consequences in that are just going to be financial, like it'll fall off a cliff and stock prices will dip and whatever. But for this, you know, the consequences are 2 million lives, and that's very sad. And this protomolecule doesn't work. They don't have enough control over it to sell it to a government, and that is a problem.
Yeah.
But at least it's not contagious anymore at this phase. Which
Well,
don't know what that means.
they're doing with it isn't contagious.
He says it's not contagious at this phase.
Yeah,
which
in the
means,
kids.
Sure.
Like, you know,
But
like Venus
whatever,
and stuff is still contagious, I'm sure.
Maybe. We don't know that. Because the stuff on Venus might be at the same phase as this stuff, just not in a body. Unless the phase is in a body that it... But that doesn't make sense because if it's not contagious once it's in a body, then Julie wouldn't have been contagious.
Yeah, no, I thought they meant what they were doing specifically with the injections in the kids and their immune system. That, like, that specifically the stage they'd reached here in this place, it wasn't contagious. I didn't think they were talking about, like, the protomolecule as a general.
Sure.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Like,
I'm not smart enough to understand. I just really like the show.
Science. Yeah.
I did really well in science. I just don't have a degree in anything.
I liked biology. Here's the thing.
I liked physics.
The things about biology that I learned have been debunked. So it's like, I don't know.
That's true too, right? Like our high school biology classes are mostly wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Except that the mitochondria is still the powerhouse of the cell.
The mitochondria, probably, but maybe it isn't.
You're
maybe,
right. Someone probably
maybe
will
God is
that.
the powerhouse of the cell.
Wow.
You don't know.
Wow.
You don't know. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. That feels like a good place to end it. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below because algorithm God is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is Christian Avasarala.
Yeah.
Because she was honest and maybe a little too honest. Her and Naomi gonna fist fight.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I think Naomi might win that one. If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
As always, y'all do something nerdy tonight. Why aren't you doing something nerdy? Hey, why are you doing something that isn't nerdy tonight? What you doing? Come on, do something nerdy tonight. Get out of here. Goodbye.